All right, rear delts. Oftentimes the forgotten muscle, but how can you build it using cables only? Stick around. All right, guys, real quick before we get into that though, let's remember that building a world-class physique, building your greatest body is not just about what you do in the gym. It's what you put into your mouth, both in the kitchen and while you're on the go. And obviously with everybody living a crazy busy life these days, a lot of us are leaning into and relying on protein shakes, smoothies, supplements to maximize and get all of our calories in. But what we've done here is we understand that a lot of people are lost when it comes to making the right type of smoothies and making something that tastes delicious. So if you click that first link down there in the pinned comment below, what we have for you is we have a free shaker cup, we have a free recipe guide with breakfast smoothies, on-the-go smoothies, fruit smoothies, ketogenic smoothies, you name it, it's in there. Check it out there in the first pinned comment below. Let's get into the video. All right, guys, what's up? Coach Frank at The Compound, and yes, in today's video, we're talking about maximizing your rear delt gains using only the cables. And like I said at the beginning, a lot of times people they forget about this part of our shoulder. They forget about this part of our back. And I remember back in the last year of my competitive career in 2016, I had the opportunity to work with one of the greatest strength coaches or muscle building coaches in the world, hypertrophy coach. And from the first time I met him, he said, the only thing I want you to focus on is your shoulders for the next 16 weeks. And what I'm gonna share with you in this video is actually the exercise that took my body from placing 8th at the Tampa Pro into placing 3rd at the Florida State Championships. Yes, it was one simple muscle that we focused on training for 16 weeks that took me from 8th to 3rd. And it's the rear delt, guys. And I think a lot of people forget about it. And I think those that don't are probably not training it properly. If we think about what are we doing when it comes to rear delts, we'll do maybe an upright row, we'll do a rear delt fly, maybe we'll do a reverse pec deck, all amazing exercises. But if we can understand that we're probably missing out on some potential growth opportunities, then we can use what I'm gonna show you here into this day, or in this video, which is gonna be a simple mechanical drop set. So it's gonna be one exercise, I'm gonna take you through 3 variations that's gonna train your rear delts through its entire strength curve, through its entire range of motion. So what we must understand is, just real quick guys, I shot this in another video, but when we're using cables, what's gonna dictate the amount of force or tension that's going through that muscle is gonna be the angle at which this cable is to our moment arm. So with our rear delts, the moment arm is going to be, it's gonna be our entire arm. So the angle from that cable to our arm is gonna dictate how much tension. And a lot of times when we're doing just a regular rear delt fly, if we get here to the back, or face you guys this way, if we get here all the way to the back, there's a very short distance here. There's a very small angle. So I'm not getting a lot of tension here in the contracted position. As my arm comes out, now I've created a bigger angle, which is more tension. So what I want to show you is using this bench, how can we manipulate our body's positioning to once again fully train that muscle through its entire range of motion. All right, guys, so yeah, a lot of times when we're doing rear delts, like I said, we'll do an upright row, we'll maybe do a reverse pec deck, or if we step into a cables, we're just gonna be standing here. But when we're standing, we don't have anything to really rely on and add more stabilization. So the one thing by using this bench here is gonna give us, is gonna be more stabilization for our upper body. And it's also gonna allow us, like I said, to change the positioning of our body to get more out of the same exercise that we're doing through the entire time. So we'll walk you guys through here. What we're gonna start is we're gonna start at just a slight angle here at the top, not fully upright, but as high as your bench is gonna allow you to go. And as you can see, guys, I don't have any handles here. And this is a personal preference for me. I think when we're training shoulders, if we could eliminate a grip, you know, because a lot of people are gonna grip a handle and now they're focused on how hard am I squeezing this? And now their forearms are contracted, their biceps are contracted. By holding this little ball here, but just by holding the clip that the machine provides for you, you're thinking less about your hand grip and really allowing yourself to focus on the muscle itself. So I'm gonna grab these here and I'm gonna get myself seated down in this first position. So I want my arms up, out in front of me, using those rear delts to pull that weight behind me. And guys, all I'm thinking about is squeezing these little tiny parts of our shoulder. In a mechanical drop set, guys, so it's going to be the same exercise, mechanically positioned in 3 different angles. So I'm gonna go from the top down here to the middle. Nothing else changes. The weight doesn't change, the machine doesn't change. The only change in positioning is gonna be where my body is. And what this is allowing you to do, once again, is it changes the angle from that cable to our moment arm. So it's giving us tension at different points throughout the exercise. And then the third and last drop is gonna be, I'm gonna go ahead and drop it all the way down. And now I've done one exercise, 3 different positions, train the muscle through 3 different angles or 3 different resistance curves. So, should you stop doing upright rows? I don't think so. Should you stop doing reverse pec deck? Perhaps, if you really enjoy this one. But I think if you added this one exercise, this one movement to your shoulder training, like I said, guys, for me, it was the difference between placing 8th at the Tampa Pro to placing 3rd at the Florida State Classics in less than a year. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope it was helpful. If it was, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up. Let us know what you're struggling with building so we can give you those advanced tips to take your training body to the next level. But Coach Frankie the Compound, we love you guys. We'll see you in the next one.